Hello, Oksana here, hoping you have done your homework and came up with ways to emphasize what makes your product or service valuable to your customers. If not, go back and watch the previous videos again. This is your foundations for putting your sales on steroids, and a shaky foundation equals shaky sales. What I'm sharing with you is an incredible opportunity, so don't let it go to waste. You need to be clear on what you do, who you're doing it for, and the unique ways you do it, and why this matters to your customers. You need to emphasize and build upon this unique value. You need to build upon your offerings with components that increase your appeal and enchant your customers. And you really do need to enchant your customers. Why? Because if you are in business, you are in sales, and sales is all about relationships. Are you in a good relationship with your customers, or bad one? Are you spending your time and money pursuing the customers everyone in your industry does, instead of the ones that want just you? Are you dealing with transactions instead of relationships? Or perhaps you're chasing market you can never master instead of market that chases you. Are you giving your customers what you think they need instead of what they want? Are you taking your customers for granted and neglecting valuable relationships? Or perhaps you are treating all of your customers in the same way instead of understanding what each needs and can do for you. Sales is like dating. How can you find your ideal partner if you haven't thought through who is good for you and who is not? And it's like asking a stranger on the street to marry you. Most guaranteed you will hear no and might even get slapped. Trying to sell in the wrong niche is like getting into a wrong relationship. You end up impoverished emotionally, physically, and financially. Neither of you get what you really want or need. So, once you have identified your ideal customer or soulmate, you must make yourself known to them, attract them. A committed relationship doesn't happen overnight. You wouldn't ask someone to marry you without having some kind of connection first. And you don't ask your customer to buy from you and recommend you without building their interest and liking of you first. There are many aspects of marketing that you must consider in developing relationship with your customer and their experience with your business brand. This is way too much to cover in this video. Check out You Incorporated, your complete entrepreneurial transformation system, or upcoming Wealth Dynamics Unlimited events to learn everything you need to know about lead capture and conversion, metrics, and customer insight gathering systems, how to reach new customers, nurture your most loyal customers, how to communicate with them, how to build brand awareness, and how to take your business to even greater heights. For now, you need to identify where your customers are so you can introduce yourself and your retooled offerings to them. So consider your avatar research and think, where will I find them? What magazine do they read? What TV channel might they watch? What other merchants do they frequent? What websites are they likely to be on? What associations might they belong to? Where do they hang out? Another way to think about channels of communication is to identify centers of influence, or COIs. These are the people, places, and organizations that your customer deal with, get information from, and take recommendations from. Think what experts your customer trust, what media personalities, government agencies, what groups or other businesses influence your customers. Do they belong to trade associations or chambers of commerce? Do they shop at the organic market or visit health websites? This will help you to determine if they are health and environment conscious. For example, if you sell luxury watches, one of your COIs might be business lounges in airports, where frequent travelers have both the time and money to consider your product between flights. If mothers of young children are your customers, you will likely to find them on parenting websites. Try to identify at least 25 possible centers of influence and channels that you might use to communicate with your buyers. Now you must choose which of these are most useful to you. You want to concentrate on efforts with targeted marketing. Don't waste your time and money trying to broadcast yourself on every possible channel. For each of your avatars, consider what influences them the most using the POM approach. POM stands for P, prior preferences, beliefs and experiences. O stands for opinions of others, that is, input from friends, family, consumer websites and reviews. And M stands for marketing information like packaging, pricing and advertising. For example, are your customers online shoppers or do they like browsing in the mall? Online shoppers are more influenced by reviews and opinions, and traditional shoppers are more influenced by prior preferences and traditional marketing tactics. So how do you put this to work? If your customer mostly influenced by prior experience, they likely buy the same type of product, service or particular brand out of habit. If they are already your customers, enchant them by offering loyalty programs, discounts and coupons, free samples and other rewards that will increase their commitment to you and enhance the likelihood they will recommend you to others. If they are only occasional buyers, think about ways that you can enhance your offerings and go above and beyond normal expectations of quality and value. If they buy from your competitors, think about ways you can interrupt the pattern, get them to take notice of your superior and expanded offering and services, and easily see why it's a no-brainer for them to switch their loyalties to you. If your customer is strongly influenced by the opinions of others, think about who their major influencers are, online and offline. You need to have a strong online presence and branding strategy to build such a word-of-mouth marketing, but experiences people have with you offline contribute to this. Develop interactive marketing strategies. Think about how you can get consumers to communicate with you. You can use questionnaires online and offline, offer giveaways in return for information that helps you improve your offering, create a website community, and target the social networks and websites that your customers are most likely to frequent. Take care not to overly promote yourself, as this will backfire. Instead, build your brand reputation by offering content of real value to others. If your customer is mostly influenced by traditional marketing techniques, think about the emotional triggers that you need to address, those deep unconscious needs you identified in the last video. Are your customers influenced by status, by simplicity, by luxury or resourcefulness? Remember, people connect to brands that represent their identity in some way or resonate with their most important values. Try and build awareness and recognition of your brand as representative of these needs and desires. Let me give you an example. Gary and Sophia are clients of mine that had inherited a small seaside motel. Avid environmentalists who had worked hard to make the hotel completely green and sustainable. It was located far from any major city, but is rife with opportunities to explore stunning natural habitats and engage in both land and water activities. Gary and Sophia had been surprised by their target market research, making the common mistake of assuming their customers were reflections of themselves. It's an easy mistake to make. After all, your own perspective is the easiest way to view your offering, isn't it? They discovered a richer market segment than the active and socially conscious 30-somethings they originally thought they would be focusing the majority of their efforts on. They realized that the market segment that has the money, the freedom, and the desire for their offering is baby boomers. The 50 to 65 years old in this market control 70% of the wealth and are responsible for 80% of luxury travel. They're extremely active and youthful. They don't consider themselves old, and they feel 20 years younger than their actual age. They are motivated by exploration, challenge, and continual learning. Baby boomers don't face job, family, and financial constrictions that younger markets do, and outspend any other age group. Coming of age during the cause-laden 60s and 70s, boomers want to spend their time and money supporting environmental and social justice issues and crave off-the-beaten-track destinations. Gary and Sophia also learned that thinking that age group isn't tech-savvy is a mistake. Boomers spend more time online than millennials. They are the largest group of internet users and contribute to the 42% of travel purchases that occur online. Using this research and more, I helped Gary and Sophia create their specialized marketing strategy by focusing on Facebook groups and creating YouTube videos, ensuring that they were listed on travel guidebooks and on Department of Tourism and National Park sites, and advertising in adventure and travel magazines. They managed to increase awareness of their brand by blogging and writing articles on conservation, volunteer tourism, and sustainable travel websites like Care2.com, AARP, and Lonely Planet. They created a website section where customers could easily post videos, pictures, and reviews of their vacation and share them on Pinterest, Facebook, and YouTube to increase word-of-mouth marketing. Gary and Sophia also teamed up with a number of conservation organizations and associations, speaking at events and gaining affiliate recommendations. Their work soon led to them being featured in a number of travel television programs hosted by their country's chambers of commerce and tourism. I also helped Gary and Sophia create a system to measure their marketing effort and returns to determine ways to increase their sales and focus on what was really working. There are countless online metrics tools available today to do this, but what was most helpful for them was to create a customer journey map. This map will help you give your customer a great experience with your business brand from start to finish. From their first notice of you, their comparison of you to others, their conversion to buyers, and their ongoing relationship with you after they purchase your product or service. You can think of this map as a kind of product review through your customer's eyes. Are you aware of what your customer sees when they look at your business or Google you? What experience do they have when they call or email you? Or when they ask for help or more information? Or when they want a refund? Do they get a follow-up support and ongoing connections from you? One of the most important things that Gary and Sophia realized is that baby boomers expect and demand immediate customer service. They want answers to their questions in real time from real person. Having a frequently asked questions page was necessary but not enough. Neither was email contact. So they installed a live chat option on their website and trained a few operators to handle customer questions and requests. This act sent their likes and recommendations through the roof. Put yourself in your customer's shoes and evaluate their experience with your business brand from start to end. Use this information to correct mistakes and perceptions, pump up your offerings all along the way, and give your customers the best experience of your business. It's a lot of homework, isn't it? But it's all well worth it, I promise. Keep your eyes peeled for the final video in this series, the one in which I will help you learn how to work smarter instead of harder while multiplying your sales exponentially. I look forward to see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video and found the information I gave you valuable, you will really love this ebook, Sales Strategies That Work, How to Thrive Rather Than Simply Survive, value of $40, and you are getting it absolutely free from me, so you can go beyond simply surviving, start building a thriving business and set it up for the success from the start, so your sales grow exponentially and shoot through the roof. This ebook is complimentary and go hand in hand with the video series, the fragment of which you just saw. Please click on the link below this video and you will get access to this amazing ebook instantly.